So are you ready, my friend?
I think I'm ready, yes.
Yes. It's the funky Swedish boy with Charles Grandma Shakro, and welcome back to another podcast. I'm here with my friend Tolin.
Hi, I'm also here, and I probably won't charm your grandma.
You will probably show me your dad. So,
I'm not... What? Unlucky.
unlucky.
Go on.
So, this is technically episode 1 because the last one was the pilot episode.
True.
So our first topic is dumb competitive sets.
A favorite of mine, actually.
Yes. Tolin is the one that I know who probably does like the most meme sets or just dumb competitive Pokemon sets, which I love. Especially when I see him succeed with them.
Yeah, you know, I like to think of it as you have your two basic damage types in Pokemon, right? You have special attack and then you have like physical normal attack, right?
Yeah.
But then there's one form of damage beyond that, and that's the emotional damage of your opponent when you beat them with a fucking meme set.
When you beat them with a Bidoof.
True. So yeah, what's your favorite set? Let's start there.
My favorite meme set. I know I had a meme set on Showdown before, but then Showdown just deleted all my fucking teams.
Oh damn.
Fucking cunt.
This is a mess.
Yeah.
Go on.
So I don't really remember which sets I usually do, but my favorite sets are usually involving counter or what's it called? Mirror shots? No, mirror coats.
Yeah.
So I mean, getting to use Wobbuffet in a successful way really satisfied and tingle my fingies.
Ooh. Yeah, Wobbuffet is like the design aspect of it and the idea of it. I think is really unique, and I want to see more of it. Actually.
Yeah, same.
Do you have any other meme sets?
Let me look in the lower tier real quick.
Okay. A favorite of mine that I have used excessively, even in the leagues that Shaikro has been posting on his channel, is the Fear Sock.
I would have guessed as much. You really love to bring that sock set.
I really fucking love it. And sometimes it works, like when I versed you, and sometimes it fails horribly. Maybe you can put a little thing up showing when I fucking demolish you with that set.
I can try and find it.
Nice. It's a favorite of mine. So what you do is you have a level 1 sock with sturdy, and you give it like berry use or something. And then you have poison, pain splits.
You mean toxic?
Oh yeah, toxic. My bad. Toxic, pain splits. I usually run protect and something like knockoff, because you're always guaranteed, if there are no entry hazards or such, to take out one Pokemon, and then you can just use your sturdy to remove an item or inflict poison or something of the sort. The round after.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a fun set, I think. A good one.
Yeah.
I have a few other ideas as well, actually, that I don't want to share because I want to use them at some point, but I don't want to ruin the surprise of them, you know?
Yeah.
But I've been cooking up something.
I mean, one of my favorite sets, it's memey, but it's kind of offensive, so here's what you do. You have a Chinchino with Skill Link, and then you just give it like Rock Blast, Bullet Seed, Tail Slap. Just moves that hit more than one time, and then you give it the King's Rock.
Oh yeah, classic.
And then just watch shit flinch while you do damage to them just to annoy the fuck out of the opponent.
That's a really, really fun one as well.
Yeah.
But a stronger version of that, which is actually kind of mainstream, is the Togekiss Serene Grace, I think it is, right?
Yeah, Serene Grace.
Yeah. That's a fun one too.
Yeah.
One that I also like... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I would just say that I don't really remember any other fun meme sets. But
I have one which I really, really like, and that's Durant and Diglett.
Oh, yeah, you drafted those two.
Yes, I did. So what you do is you have a Durant with Truant, and then you put... What is it called? Entrainment, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you give the opponent Truants, and then you switch in your Diglets with... No, your Dugtrio, my bad. With Arena Trap. And then every other turn you protect when your opponent can attack. And then you Hone Claws up until your max attack, max accuracy, and then you sweep 13.
Yeah. Also, very fucking annoying set.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I love is not exactly a meme set, it's just dumb, so when it actually succeeds, it's just pure gold, is to try and sweep with Shedinia.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because if you encounter a team who doesn't really have any good, like, dark, fire, rock, just anything that's super effective against Shedinia. For example, if you play on the Switch or DS online and you go into a free battle, if they don't have anything that can touch Shedinia, you can just sit there set up with sword stance and then you sweep them with Shadow Claw and Excisor.
True. But that one is very situational. I guess all of them are, but you know.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull off.
Yeah, but I have actually succeeded a few times with Shedinia, and
Oh really?
oh yeah. That's why I
Okay.
love it so much.
I don't think I've ever won a match because of Shedinia, sadly.
Yeah, but the thing is, the sad thing about Shedinia is it doesn't get sword stance naturally.
Oh, wait, it doesn't?
No, it gets it from like older games,
Okay.
and kind of a bug that you have to go through to be able to give it sword stance, which I realized while I was breeding a team with Shedinia, and then I noticed it can't learn sword stance, which made me super pissed.
Oh, damn.
But it gets hone claws.
Well, it's something, you know?
It's something, but it's not sword stance, which kind of just annoys everything.
I mean, if you're gonna sword stance up, how many turns it takes to reach max attack doesn't really matter, because either you die or you don't. You know? Either your opponent has something super effective or they don't.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you have to put up too many hone claws, it's a higher chance that your opponent will just be like, oh well, I can't touch this, let's just forfeit, and then you don't get to do anything.
Oh yeah, true.
That's why I like sword stance, because then I can set up maybe 2 sword stance and then just rock and roll, baby.
True.
Well, if I have to use 6 turns to put out hone claws just to get to +6, it's just too many turns.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus I also want to use 1 turn just to get up on agility.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So
Two other types of sets that I really like too is the Unburden with Belly Drum, unlike Slurpuff or Azumarill.
Yeah.
Those are really fun too.
Yeah, that's just raw power that you'll love to see us do so much fucking damage.
Hell yeah.
I saw... Have you ever watched the Garbodors?
No, I haven't.
He also does just... He has this, like, new meta, where he just uses, like, dumb sets, or just try things that are completely fucking insane.
Okay.
But one time he tried to use choice band Azumarill with belly drum.
What the wait? Huh?
Listen, there's a move called, I think it's Magic Room, which completely nullifies the effect of items.
Right.
But it only lasts 5 turns. Which means, if you're able to set up in those 5 turns, then you're able to get +6 plus the additional choice band boost.
Oh. What the fuck?
And I don't remember how fucking much... Wait, let's do some damage calcs. What level Azumarill's attack reached?
That's genius, actually.
+6, and then also its huge power.
Oh yeah. Fuck me. That's gotta be one of the hardest hitting moves in the game, in that case.
Yeah, it OHKOs anything it touches.
Damn.
Okay, I can't actually see like the number for some
Oh,
fucking
that's fine.
reason.
It's a lot of damage, basically.
Yeah. But I still want to
Yeah.
see like the result. Like, come on. Wait, I will try to find it. I really want to see how much Okay, its attack becomes 2,616.
What the? That is crazy.
Yeah.
The highest natural attack is like 180, I think. Like base.
I think so too. Yeah.
That is 10 times more, or more than 10 times.
That's not like the base attack. It becomes, but
Yeah, but still, that's
but let's just say a regular mount with a super high attack stat maybe comes above 400.
yeah.
And yeah, it's fucking insane and I love it.
That is crazy, actually.
Yeah, I can send you the video later just so you can watch it whole fucking awesomeness. It's oh,
Please do. Please
it's
do.
art.
Do you have any other sets?
I don't know, this is more kind of your topic where you shine more because you
I just haven't like created a team in such a long time, actually. Why don't we save this for a later occasion, and then I can come back with some more fun ones. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds great. That isn't a too dumb idea.
Yes. But in related topic, I guess, is are we gonna see remakes of Gen 4?
Yeah, that's the big fucking question, which I'm really hoping for Gen 4 remakes because it's one of my favorite games of all time. I can replay it so much.
Yes, it is a great region, I think. It's Sinnoh, by the way, Diamond Pearl, those of you who don't know. And I think that there's a lot of potential there to make not only a remake, but also add on to, as it did with Gen 3, you know?
Yeah. Plus
Like
that they can add the fucking Arceus fake part and not just have it like in the game but not in the actual game.
the real ones, back in the day, we used Game Shark, you know,
Yeah.
to get it.
'Cause I fucking hate that because just that it stands on top of it. What's the mountain called?
I can't remember, but it's the same mountain where you're going to the dimension, I think.
Yeah. But just like the stairs up to like Arceus. What the fuck do you call it? Palace.
Yeah, thing. Yeah.
I can
And the
maybe show a
battle
picture of it.
music. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the battle music and everything so good, and they just didn't add it in
Just
for no fucking reason.
it's so dumb.
It really is.
But then it also has a bunch of other great events with, for example, Shaymin, Darkrai.
the fucking psychic snake monster. Cresselia? Is that it?
Yeah, Cresselia.
Yeah, Cresselia, yeah.
Snake thing. It's more of a duck.
Is it?
Yeah,
No way.
It's called the moon duck.
Is it called the moon duck?
Yeah. I mean, its signature move is lunar dance. So it's related to the moon. And then it's...
I personally find this infuriating.
Why?
It's obviously a snake.
It's not a snake. I can even... No, we're not gonna let this go. Cresselia is not a fucking snake.
Well, it's not a fucking duck. What are you talking about?
It looks more like a duck than a snake.
Let me... Cresselia.
No, into Cresselia.
Cresselia.
Why did I become Swinglish there?
It looks like a duck, what the fuck?
I told you!
And not even like a good looking duck, it looks like a fucking... like... one of them that you have in your fucking hot tub or something.
A floating?
It looks... yeah, a fucking floating little shit. That looks so bad.
Yeah, hella bad. But it's so annoying in competitive. God, I fucking hate that duck. But yeah, moving on. Just there's so much potential with a remake, and with the graphics like the ones that Sword and Shield have, a remake of Diamond and Pearl would look so fucking amazing.
Okay, so there's one thing that I'm kind of concerned about though.
Okay.
And that is that the Pokemon games have changed quite a lot, I think.
In what way? They have changed in kind of a lot.
Well,
so
they've
in many
kind of
ways.
moved on from the like encounters in grass and such.
Oh yeah.
And all that, and how do you translate that over to the game? I don't doubt that they're gonna find a way to do it in a way that feels good. It's just that it feels like there are some areas where that would be problematic. Kind of, you know?
I understand what you mean, but at the same time, me personally, I don't really mind it.
I personally don't really.
You cut out again.
So, one other problem that I think, or not problem, but a change that would take to get used to for older guys like me when it comes to playing the Pokemon game. I haven't played any of the recent ones on the Switch. Is the battle system has changed a bit, I think, too. Like your Pokemon can basically get a focus sash if they have enough affection to you or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, that was more of a thing in the 3DS games, in like X and Y and Omega Ruby. You're breathing into the fucking mic again.
I am?
Yes. Sounds like you have pressed your mic into your nose.
I basically have, because sound issues.
We need to get
This
you a
is
better mic.
Hey, this is a vintage 1984 Windows original. Don't talk shit.
With that said, we have to change right away.
What? What do you mean?
Fucking potato ass, mic looking ass.
Hey, I'm down with the kids. This is what the kids are into these days, hipster, you know?
It's vintage, bruh.
Shut the fuck up. So fucking annoying. Wait, moving on.
But the whole
maybe
affection...
that's introduced on the 3DS, and I just don't remember it.
Yeah, but I mean, they still have it in, for example, Sword and Shield, but it's more in the, like, you can camp with your Pokemons, and you can make, like, curry and shit.
That's fucking cool, though. What the fuck?
Yeah, the animations for when you are, like, playing with your mons and stuff are kind of cool. But I haven't really gone too much into it, because I just see that as an unuseful extra function, if you know what I mean.
That's fair. I guess one other thing that I really don't hope they add in to the new game is the whole fucking, hey guys, what if we do Pokemon but we make them a big Lamau?
I don't think we're gonna add Dynamax.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of it personally. I think it's really cheap and dumb, and I hope that they go back to the Mega Evolution thing instead. I think that's a lot cooler.
Yeah, I mean, the Dynamax thing mostly connects to the Galar region.
Right.
I think it's Galar.
Yeah, Galar.
No,
Galar. Wait, no?
no, Kalos. Kalos?
No, Kalos is the fucking... That's one of the earlier ones, I think.
Whatever, to Sword and Shield.
Yeah, that's Galar though. I know more about the game that you play than you do.
Yeah, right. Galarian Slowpoke. Yeah.
There you go.
So if I would have to guess, we're probably just gonna scrap the whole Dynamax thing, just because, sure, in VGC it's a big thing, but I mean, for the general players, it was just like, okay, cool, but why?
Yeah.
And everyone, literally everyone that I have seen on YouTube is still talking about wanting more Mega Evolutions because it's such a hype thing. And plus, I think there's kind of a lot of mons from Gen 4 that got a Mega Evolution. I could be wrong. I can only think of like Gen 3's free ones getting. But I mean, Lucario got one.
Oh yeah, there are quite a few. But that also, if there are more from Gen 3, that also leaves the door open for them to add more from Gen 4 in this new one.
Yeah, exactly. Plus that there's so many mons from Gen 4 that would be fucking awesome if they got a Mega Evolution, for example.
Imagine Mega Evolution, what is it called, Emporium?
Oh yeah, Empoleon.
Empoleon, yeah, that one. Fuck me. That's, yeah.
I'm more thinking of like Rhyperior,
oh yeah.
Magmortar and Electivire.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, like Rhydon, Electabuzz and Magmar were three big favorites. Plus that Rhyhorn was the first Pokemon to be designed. So it would only be fitting. Yeah.
Oh, huh.
And all three got an evolution in Gen 4, so that's why I think they should get a Mega Evolution. Because it would also be logical.
Do you have any personal favorites that you would like to see a Mega Evolution to? Like any Gen 4 Pokemon? Or like Pokemon that feature prominently in Gen 4? I would like to see a Mega Gliscor.
Oh fuck yeah.
I
love Gliscor. Also, I would see Mega Luxray at getting the Dark type.
Luxray, ooh, which one is that again?
The electric cat dog thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Because it looks like a fucking Dark type, but it's just pure electric.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would murder a man. I would murder 2 men for fucking Mega Staraptor.
Oh, how could I forget? Thick Bitch Lupini also got a Mega Evolution.
Oh my golly. Oh.
Big fucking nut.
Big nut.
Nut.
Like and subscribe if you would tap Lupini's cheeks.
Hell yeah.
Smile.
Smile.
I don't know what to say.
And I'm trying to think what Mega Gallade Mega Evolution.
Oh, yeah, that's one as well.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm just looking through everything. But I mean, and then of course one mon that 100% deserves a Mega Evolution,
Okay.
but they hopefully won't fuck up, because then I'm gonna cry. Honchkrow!
Oh yeah, that was added. True.
I would love to see my boy Honchkrow get a Mega Evolution. I
Of
think
course you would.
I've also seen like fan-made designs for Honchkrow's Mega Evolution, and they look fucking dope. Sure, some of you's fat birds with a hat, but I mean, Game Freak can make that work, right? Don't fuck things up.
I'm game. I mean, I'd love to see that.
Plus,
But oh, sorry. Go on.
plus that there's so many mons in Gen 4 that are... They have a design of looking like they could do something more.
Definitely.
But, for example, Loopany, it looks like one of those mons that could maybe do something good. I mean, it gets a real good moveset, but then they just shit on it with giving it kind of piss poor stats.
True.
And just having the normal typing, but then they gave it a Mega Evolution, added the fighting type, and then it was just fucking things up in OU.
But you know what? Personally, what I want to see is a Mega Bibarel. All hail the mighty Lord Bibarel. It's like a Bidoof but bigger. Imagine. Yikes.
I just see it, Mega Evolution, just being a golden Bidoof.
No. It's just Bidoof but thicker.
Yes.
It's basically like the Galar region is England.
Yeah?
It's gonna be an American version. It's gonna be American Bidoof, just Bidoof but chunkier. Another thing that I really like about the Sinnoh region is the amount of endgame content
Yeah.
they added. With all the Aself, Yuxi, and Mesprit.
That was in the middle of the game.
Oh yeah, but you know, like side things, I guess.
Yeah.
There's also the Heatran thing.
Yeah, that's post-game.
Yeah, post game. And then you can get to the island and like fucking battle gym leaders of the past games
Yeah.
and all that. I think that is such a cool thing that I really miss from the newer games. And it feels like there's a lot of things that they can expand on. And there's also a lot of room to add more new things, I think, into the game.
Because that second island has kind of a small few cool things that you haven't really seen before. For example, you can buy your own house.
Oh yeah! Fuck. I
And just add furniture and stuff. I mean, we have kind of seen it in Gen 3 with secret hideouts.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is an actual house.
True. I'm sorry. I just got a message on Steam. I gotta mute Steam real quick. Mr. Sexhaver just told me, "Hey, do you want to play Counter-Strike?" Yeah, there you go. Sorry, Mr. Sexhaver. I don't know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck names themselves Mr. Sexhaver?
Probably
Oh,
the
look.
biggest virgin in the world.
True. Right. Where were we? Yes.
The post-game island.
Yeah. And I think that the whole Heatran thing, it feels like that whole area is something that you don't really see in other games, I guess. That they have added like an extra legendary that is not part of any, like, I guess, story point or whatever. It's just there for you to find, you know?
Yeah, but the
If you
thing is, I think with Heatran, it's kind of in a gray area of being a legendary or just a very common mythical Pokemon.
Oh, well, that's sort of thing. I guess. Growing up, we only really used legendary. We didn't really talk about, like, mythical Pokemon or whatever.
Yeah.
There was just normal or legendary, so that's what I'm stuck to saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, with mythical Pokemons, it's usually the ones that are all just base 100 throughout everything.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And then legendaries are the rest.
Right.
But I don't think Heatran is a legendary. That's maybe just my opinion. I just think it's a really rare Pokemon.
Well, it's besides the point. It's like extra content and it's special, you know?
Yeah.
And oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about all of that, but there's Rotom, Spiritomb, there's the sleeping, fuck, what is it called? Regigigas?
Yeah.
There's so much content in this game.
Yeah.
It is actually crazy. I had forgotten about all of this. Shaman, Darkrai, Cresselia. There's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of content. I'm actually really looking forward to this now.
Yeah, but the only thing that I'm thinking is going to be maybe a little bit complicated for them is they like to give us, if they have just given us like new Pokemons, they usually want to also include those new Pokemon into the later game.
Yep.
So my only is how are they going to somehow connect the new Mons into Sinnoh?
I don't know all of the new Mons, but I think the approach that they went with in the remake of Gen 3 felt kind of natural to me, that they just kind of add them in along the other ones, and then you can have like mystery islands or whatever off the coast that you can find new ones, I guess.
Yeah.
There's also the honey trees that they could add some Pokemon in appearing as well. I don't know if there's any who would fit, but that's an idea as well. I think that if they just work with the core concepts of what they have, I think they can add them in almost seamlessly, I think.
Yeah, one thing they could also do is just have Giratina as a like post-game thing. And I mean,
Oh yeah.
Giratina is the legendary of, what is it?
Platinum?
Yeah, but over what? I mean, Dialga Palkia is space and time.
Yeah.
But what is Giratina's thing now again?
Isn't it dark matter or something like that?
Yeah, maybe.
Or like other dimensions or something, I think?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that maybe one solution they could have is just have Giratina just open these these dimension things, and then just have other Pokemon from other regions just come in.
Oh, that's a great idea, actually. Damn.
But at the same time, I just now came up with, that's the thing they did in or was that just the movie with Hoopa?
I'm not so familiar with Hoopa, actually.
But you do know Hoopa Unbound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically, it's rings opens portals, which in the movie it uses to bring in legendary Pokemon from all over the world. I mean, there's a fucking shiny Rayquaza,
Oh yeah.
Latios, Latias, Palkia, Dialga, Kyogre, Groudon. Like, it just brings in everything, and it almost becomes like Marvel's Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Just everyone just fighting each other, just fucking crazy.
I haven't seen either of the movies that you're referencing, but I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to see them, just hear the word Civil War, you know it's gonna be a huge fucking fight.
True!
So...
Shout out to my Americans. We'll get to that later. Don't worry.
In a future podcast, maybe.
Unlucky. Anyways.
But I mean, somehow maybe we could connect that somehow, in some way. Maybe even Arceus just coming in and be like, "Hey yo, bitches, I'ma open these portals. What you gonna do about it?" I don't know.
These motherfuckers ain't ready. I'm about to create a whole new life. whole new living creature or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just concepts like that. I mean, it's Pokemon. They can literally just be like, hey, we introduced this new legendary to Sinnoh, which you have never heard about, but it's here now. It's called Fart Galaximus Wabadaba .2, and it creates like wormholes with its farts, and just drags in random fucking Pokemons, and here you go, la da da, catch them all. Hail
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Hail Pikachu. Yeah, that would work, I guess.
So I mean, they can literally come up with the dumbest thing and everyone will just be, okay, well, dope, I get to catch my favorite monsters from other regions. Yay.
True. One thing which I guess can round off this segment of the podcast is Game Freak has been going in a different direction, I think, with the games recently. Now, I haven't played any of the newer ones. The last one I played was the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire ones,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Or what came after that, actually? After that was Sun and Moon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't play those. So the last ones I played was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, I have a friend who is basically the one that introduced me to Pokemon from the beginning.
Okay.
And he doesn't like Pokemon anymore. Like, he doesn't like the direction they've taken, the new designs of the Pokemon, the DLC like releases and such. And I can really see what he means by that, I guess. That's something that I don't really like. There are a lot of other games that do it now, sure, but I don't want to see that from a game like Pokemon, where the goal feels more like, hey, you can use whatever Pokemon you like in whatever configuration you like, and you can just do your own thing from the beginning. And I don't like them putting that behind like paid content, you know?
Yeah. I can get that.
Yeah. So that's another concern of mine, I guess, that they don't give you the whole game, I guess.
Yeah, and then the whole thing with the Switch where you have to pay to be able to use the online service.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
That thing pissed me off, but I mean, now I pay monthly to have internet connection to my Switch, and I don't really care. But for people,
How much is it?
I don't think it's too much. Maybe like 100 crowns or something.
That's still, I mean, over a year. That's another like 1.2k kroner that you're spending,
Yeah.
which is like $120 ish.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of money, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it's not really a problem. I don't usually spend too much money on stuff, so
Well, it's not about how much you spend like overall on other stuff. It's just that it is another thing that you need to pay for, and that's never something that you want, you know.
yeah, that's the point I'm trying to get to.
Oh, my bad.
For me, it's not really a big problem, but I can see it being a problem for people who don't really have the economy to pay that monthly, because 100 crowns for some people isn't much, but for others that could mean like, okay, this week I'm not gonna be able to pay for lunch.
True.
Or dinner or whatever.
True.
So that kind of sucks.
Really does, actually. You want to move on to the next subject, or do you feel like...
There's one thing I still want to mention.
Okay, go ahead.
Game Freak, please, just allow me to catch a fucking Murkrow early on in the game. I don't want to have Diamond specifically to have a small chance of finding a Murkrow. Just let me have my fucking Murkrow in both games. Because you don't have anything else in Pearl that is like the opposite to Murkrow, so please just give me the fucking Murkrow.
Give the man his fucking bird. Come on, Game Freak.
Give me the fucking bird or I will murder your fucking CEO.
In a video game.
Sure.
right?
Sure.
If you say that you're gonna murder someone in a video game, then you are not liably according to the law. You can't be prosecuted for threats. You know.
Just
I
give
don't know
me
if
my
it-
fucking Murkrow. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but
Let's
anyways.
move on.
So, moving on. New games coming out in the gaming industry. You only really play Pokemon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you like in touch at all with what other sort of genres there are, or something?
Not really. Like we talked about before we started recording, I have only been interested in Pokemon my whole life, so I haven't really been in touch with other games. But I do talk with people who are in touch with other games, so I know, for example, Cyberpunk is a new game coming out.
Oh yeah, I don't actually know a lot about that one.
Yeah, me neither. I just know that it's coming out because a lot of people have been talking about it.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think that I play a large variety of games. I don't have as much time to play as I used to, but I still dabble in a lot of different things. And one thing in particular, the last few years, is that there's really been nothing for me to be excited about, you know?
Yeah.
It feels like quality has gone down almost, and it's become the norm to release games in like an unfinished state, and then also the whole DLC thing that we talked about as well.
Yeah.
And that's kind of concerning, I think, you know?
But it's becoming more of like get small stroke. More of like the you want to play? Well, you gotta pay even more for the game than you usually have to pay. So give us money
Yeah, exactly.
for a half-ass game.
True! And it feels like the whole gaming industry is moving from like passion projects almost, with people that are really involved and invested themselves and such, to more of a, I guess, commercially viable sort of thing where money is the like main concern, you know?
Yeah.
It feels like games from, I guess, 2015, maybe even earlier than that, are more, I think they have more of a soul, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just nostalgia, but I
Could be.
kind of feel like games nowadays have lost something, and I can't really put my finger on what, you know?
Yeah.
And that's sad. You know?
Yeah. Kind of fucks up the whole experience.
True.
I mean, there's one thing to buy a game and then just have a game to play. But then if you have to buy the game and then you have to pay even more just to have more things. I mean, there's... What Star Wars game was it that got... Star Wars Battlefront, I think?
Yeah, I think that's the
Where
one, yeah.
you have to pay to be able to win or something.
Exactly.
I'm not
There
too invested in that, but...
I think I know the story. I think that you could unlock like stronger characters in the game, and you could do it either by paying them a lot and basically gambling on loot boxes, or you could invest thousands and thousands of hours into the game and maybe get one of those characters.
Yeah.
And it's just countless things like that that I think kind of really dilutes the whole gaming thing. I don't know. It's just not enjoyable, I think, to see that.
Yeah, like we already said like 5 times, it just fucks the whole experience and just adds unnecessary irritation about something that could just already be in the game
True.
from the start. Just because corporations are greedy.
Yeah. I was thinking as well with some games. Now you have only played Pokemon, right?
I mean, I have played other games, but Pokemon is my main game.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Would you like to try out like a random amount of games with me, and then you might find some genre that you like?
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Hell yeah.
I want to expand my horizons in gaming.
Nice. Then let's get it set up at some point, I guess.
Yeah, sure thing.
Do you want to move on to the last topic?
That's the thing. I don't know for how long we have been recording, but I think it's been for... it's been a while since we started recording. Just looking
Right.
at the clock. When did we start?
I think like maybe 40 minutes ago, maybe?
Okay, 40 minutes. Yeah, it's still kind of a long time. Plus, I just realized I'm not really invested in the topic. But I mean, we could half-ass it. I mean, I know you're political, so...
Well, not anymore, really. I just keep up with what is happening, and then I just don't really try to really think much about it. I found that politics is interesting, but it can quickly become something that you think about too much, you know, and that, at least for me, prevented me to have fun in a lot of circumstances.
Yeah.
But yeah, Biden has now won the election.
Yeah.
Yeah, we now have the first vice president as a woman in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the first female vice president, and she's also a woman of color. So that's progress, I guess.
Yeah.
But it feels like Biden is really gonna have to put a lot of effort into uniting the whole United States, putting the United back in the United States, even maybe. I think that he might be able to do it, since looking at his history, he's always been able to reach our party lines, like with Mitch McConnell, for example. He was also one of those people who really reached across the aisle to the other side, and I think that Biden has the potential to do it, and it's just to wait and see if he's actually able to do it in the coming years. I don't really want to say that I preferred either candidate, because I don't really care about what happens in America. But I think that things are looking brighter for America. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, if the uneducated boy with dumb thoughts is allowed to talk...
Okay, go ahead.
Not talking about specifically about the election, just because I don't have too much to say, because I'm really not invested, because like you said, I don't give a shit what happens in the US.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's a high power, arguably one of the highest power in the world.
Yeah.
And I've completely lost my train of thought. What the fuck? Jeez, my geese. I've become dumber by the minute. Okay, I think I know it. Maybe. Let me just restart. So, like the whole thing with the presidential election, I think just for me is just hilarious.
All right.
Mostly because it's just a fucking shit show.
It has been in recent years, yeah.
Yeah. And the fun thing for me is like, for example, when it was Hillary versus Donny.
Donny.
Everyone was just like, oh no, if Trump gets elected, he's gonna start World War III. Oh my god. Did it happen? No, it did not. And everyone is just crying, afraid that the US is gonna be like the next fucking Third Reich kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it would even come close to that happening, I think like other, I was about to say other planets, no, other countries would just step in and be like, hey, yo, you're about to become the next Hitler, can you please step down and fuck off?
The thing with that, though, if Mr. History interest guy can take the stage for a second, is that it is really hard for other countries to just step in like that. And the other thing is that this isn't something that happens overnight, like a country turning bad, I guess, or turning to more, I guess, Nazi-ish or fascist things. This is something that happens gradually, and it's often kind of hard to spot, you know? So I think that the concern that has been raised is fair, but the things that people have been concerned over are no way near to be actually happening. But it's good to see that people are concerned, I think, still.
For me, to have an counter argument to that,
Yeah.
you say that it's hard to spot because it's small steps gradually evolving to some kind of dictatorship or bad country. But I mean, we have been through too many events like that, so I think at least some politicians or historians can notice those things and just point them out, because I don't think the public is going to support that, and everyone is gonna call that out, especially now when there's the internet where everything just spreads like wildfire.
The scary thing about that is the whole thing with like the fake news and the distrust of media and I guess institutions in general, which is still a concern, you know?
Yeah.
And what we're seeing right now with the pandemic and such is that countries or leaders of countries ask for more power in their government to impose things like legislation and other things, which they sometimes don't let go of after the crisis. For example, right now in, I think it's Hungary, maybe? Not sure. Could be Austria as well. Don't take that for granted, but the leader there, he acquired more power to impose new laws and such during the pandemic, and he has not really been implying that he will let go of the new powers after the pandemic. So it's those kind of things that you need to look out for, I guess.
Yeah, but you're at the same time proving my point just because of you notice that you're talking about it.
Yeah, but the question is not if I notice it or if other people notice it. It's if they're gonna believe it, you know. That is the whole thing. That you can notice things as much as you want, but if you don't believe those things, which sometimes they might be false, sometimes they might be right, but if you don't believe those things because you have a distrust for media or you have a distrust for your own government or such, you might just overlook those things and only realize that you're in such a society when it's too late. If you catch my point.
Yeah, I get your point. At the same time, I'm too uneducated about shit at all, so I'm not the one to argue, but I'm just
and God bless
saying...
you for that. I just don't want to think about these things. So I'm not really concerned either, but it's just a whole mess, I think.
Yeah, I mean...
Just thinking about those things.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't look things up, because I don't want to become one of those girls on TikTok crying for hours just thinking about stuff that could or most possibly is not going to happen.
True. A very good, I guess, mantra or life. How do you say? Life motto. Life.
Motto?
Huh?
I don't know, but
Yeah,
I know what you...
Yeah.
A way of
It's-
life.
Yeah. There you go. It's just whatever happens, happens. You know.
Yeah.
If something comes up, you fucking deal with it and you move on. That's the only way to live life, I think.
Yeah. And then maybe that's just the small emo boy in me, but I wouldn't mind you see the world burn.
Yeah, I can see that.
Could just be me being stupid and just wishing for something that I completely don't really want to happen, but I mean,
I don't know.
if
Who
the
cares?
world starts to burn, the world will start to burn. There's nothing to really question about.
World starts to burn, boy, I'm bringing gasoline. You already know, baby.
I'll make this shit worse for you.
Hell yeah. So, on that threatening and somber note, let's call it, I think.
Yeah. So just to end this up, we have been talking and we don't have like conversations really lined up for future podcasts. We just fucking come up with conversations like a day or maybe even 5 minutes before we even start. So if you have any topics or stuff that you want us to discuss, leave a comment down below. If there's one that you have, if there's a person that you have seen or heard me talk about in my videos, or people who have joined my videos before, please just, if you want them to join, please just leave a comment down below and maybe we'll bring them on and
Hell yeah.
interview them or something, because Colin is also going to be my co-host throughout this whole podcast experience.
That's right, baby. I'm here to stay.
Yo, whoop whoop. So please, be more interactive with us. Let us know if there's something we could do better, if it's just editing wise,
Sound quality.
sound
on your
quality.
microphone, perhaps.
Yeah, you should definitely get one. I can even buy you one.
I am not sold on the whole idea of getting a new microphone. This baby has been with me my whole life.
That's just why you should change.
I'll think about it.
Okay, I'm gonna use this argument. Old things die eventually.
True.
So, new mic. But on that
We'll see.
barely happy note, thank you all so much for watching. I've been that funky Swedish boy that charms your grandma.
And I've been that other Swedish boy that probably won't charm your grandma.
But your dad. And we'll see you in the next podcast.
That's not gonna be a thing from now on. Please. Come on, man.
See you in the next episode.
See ya.
Bye.